Hello students. In today's session of science, we are going to start with the revision of another chapter, that is chapter number 8, body movements. So, what different topics have we studied in this chapter? First, we have seen the introduction to this chapter. Then we have studied about human body and its movement. The different joints that are present in our body, like ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, hinge joint and fixed joint. We have also studied about the gait of the animals, that is the different movements that we see in the animals. We have studied the different movements in the animals like earthworm, snail, cockroach, birds, fish. And we have also studied how do the snake moves. So now one by one we will revise all these topics. Now before starting with this chapter, let me ask you one question. Do the different parts of your body moves when you remain at the same place? When you remain at the same place, do the different parts of your body show any of the movement? If I will ask you to sit straight, you observe what the different movements that are taking place in your body. You will observe that your eyes blink. At that time, the movement is shown by our eyes. While simply sitting, we breathe, that is, we inhale and exhale air. At that time also, the different parts of our body shows the movement. If you are sitting at one place and you are writing something in your book, what happens? Your hand moves, your neck gets bent, isn't it? While you look around at something, you just simply turn your neck. So, these are the some movements that our body shows when we remain at one place. Here are some examples in which we move from one place to another. So, how we can move from one place to another? We can either walk, run, jump, skip to move from one place to another. So, while moving from one place to another, our body shows different movements. Now, how animals move from one place to another? We have seen that we humans use our legs to move from one place to another. Similarly, we have also studied that the animals use the different parts of the body to move from one place to another, and they also show the different movements for moving from one place to another. Like cow use their legs to walk. Birds use their wings to fly in the sky. Fish swims in the water. Snake uses its whole body, and the movement that is shown by the snake to move from one place to another is known as slithering. Some of the insects also crawl to move from one place to another. So, the different movements and the different body parts are used by the different animals for their movement. Now we will study about human body and its movement. We are able to bend or rotate our body in places where two parts of our body are joined together. These places are called as joints. You will observe in your body that some parts of your body you are able to bend and can rotate. So, where two parts of your body are joined together, these places are called as joints. Due to the joints, you are able to bend or rotate the different parts of your body. Now, how do you move your arm while bowling? While playing cricket, and if you are bowling, how does your arm moves? Do your shoulder rotates completely in the circular manner? Yes. We are able to bend our arm at elbow and leg at the knee, isn't it? You are able to bend your arm at elbow and leg at the knee. You are able to touch your shoulder with your fingers if you bend your arm. So, it is possible for us to touch our shoulder with our fingers if we bend our arm. Now, straighten your arm and try to bend it downwards. Are you able to do it? You have to straighten your arm and try to bend in the downward direction. Will you be able to do it? No, it won't be that simple. We are able to move a few parts of our body easily in various directions and some only in one direction. Then we have studied an activity. In this activity, what we have done? To carry out this activity, we have taken a wooden scale. We have placed that wooden scale lengthwise on our arm, such that the elbow should come at the center of the scale. Then we have to tie that scale with our arm. Now try to bend your arm. Will you be able to bend your arm? No, it won't be possible to bend your arm, as the scale will restrict the movement of your arm. If our body has no joints, do you think it would be possible for us to move in any way at all? So, if our body has no joints, do you think we will be able to move? No, it won't be possible for us to move without joints. Now, press your finger against the top of your head, face, neck, nose, ear, hands and legs, including the fingers and toes. You also can try to press your finger against your head, face, neck, nose, ear, fingers and toes. What you will observe? You will feel something hard, isn't it? These hard structures are known as bones. There are so many bones present in our body. Bones are hard and bones cannot be bent. So, how is it possible for us to bend our elbow? We said that bones are hard and we cannot bend the bones. So, how is it possible for us to bend our elbow? So, it is not one long bone that is present from upper arm to our wrist. Different bones are joined together at elbow. We can bend or move our body only at those points where the bones meet. So, bones are hard and they cannot be bent, but we are able to bend or move our body only at those points where the bones meet. There are different types of joints in a body to help us to carry out the different movements and activities. So, the different joints are present in our body that helps us to carry out the different movements and the activities in our day-to-day life. Now let us revise the first joint that we have studied. So, the first joint that we have studied was ball and socket joint. So, what is ball and socket joint? A joint in which the rounded surface of the bone fits into the cavity or the hollow space of the other bone, allowing the greater freedom of the movement than any other kind of joint. So, in ball and socket joint, the rounded surface of one bone fits into the cavity, that is the hollow space of the other bone. Ball and socket joints allow the greater freedom of the movement than any other kind of joint that is present in our body. Now, to study the structure of ball and socket joint, we have performed an activity. Let's see how this activity is carried out. First, you have to roll a strip of paper into a cylinder. You have to take a paper and roll it into a cylinder. Then, make a small hole in an old rubber or the plastic ball. You have to take old rubber or the plastic ball. To that, you have to make a small hole. Now, push the paper cylinder into that ball. You have to push the paper cylinder into that ball. Now, put the ball in a small bowl. After that, you have to put that ball in a small bowl. You can see in the image how does it look like. Does the ball rotate freely inside the bowl? You try to rotate the ball. Will it be rotating freely inside the bowl? Yes, it will rotate freely inside the bowl. Now let us compare the model that we have made using the paper, ball and bowl with the actual joint that is present in our body. Imagine the paper cylinder is your arm. The paper cylinder that we used, imagine as your arm, and the ball is its end. The bowl is like the part of the shoulder to which your arm is joined. So the bowl that we have used, imagine as the part of shoulder to which our arm is joined. So the model resembles like the joint that is present in our body. The rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity or the hollow space of the other bone. Such joints allow the movement in all directions. So, where is the ball and socket joint present in our body? It is present in the hip region and in the shoulder. After ball and socket joint, we have studied pivotal joint. So, what is pivotal joint? In pivotal joint, cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. You can see in the image how does it looks like. The cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. The joint where our neck joins the head is a pivotal joint. Pivotal joint allows us to bend our head forward and backward and turn the head to our right or left. So, pivotal joint helps in the forward and the backward movement, and also they help to turn right or left. Pivotal joint is present in the neck region and also in the wrist region of our body. So, in today's session, we have studied about different body movements. And also we have studied two types of joints, that is ball and socket joint and pivotal joint. I hope all the topics that we have studied in today's session is understood to you. We will continue further in our next session.